do something real quick. Tonight is the 7th, right? I'm going to just right there. Yeah, hashtag alibi. If anybody asks, I was here all night. All night. Hashtag alibi. Do you hate hashtags? Has anybody burned you on hashtag? Like, one or two is okay, but when you get like scrolling, it's time to quit the hashtags. There should be, I know, right? Like seriously, a quota. I'm sorry, you have met the maximum hashtags. You can't use any more for 30 days. But it's only the 5th. I don't care. You've used too many. There should be like a how to use hashtags 101, right? Like hashtags for idiots. No, seriously. I don't know. God, that irritates me.
I don't know what a hashtag is.
Oh, thank God. Don't look it up. Seriously, it's not worth it. So here we are in February, right? How's everybody's New Year's resolutions doing? Right? Good for you. My New Year's resolutions, I'm going to use my blinker more often when I'm cutting people off. I think that's nice. I told my daughter that my New Year's resolution was going to be that I was going to return the carts more. And she looked at me and she goes, oh. I'm like, what? I thought that was a great New Year's resolution. She's like, Mom, I'm the one that returns the carts. I was like, oh, great, so you're going to return more carts this year. She's like, yeah, probably. You know who loves New Year's resolutions? Gyms, right? Gyms love New Year's resolutions because everybody gets in there those first 3 or 4 weeks and they're like, oh yeah, I'm doing it, yeah. And then you get those gym rats. You know which ones I'm talking about. The ones that look like they're there every day from open to close unless it's like 24 hours and it's like, where do you sleep? So the ones that, not too bright but can lift heavy things. My impersonation of those, you want to see it? Because it's good. It's good. All right. My impersonation of those is, look at my head. Look at the walls. Look at my shoes. You ever ask one of those for directions? Seriously, it's like, you're going to go down the road, around the corner, and you're there. No, my New Year's resolutions, I want to get better in shape. I will. Thank you for asking. So glad you asked. No, seriously, I was running, and I know 20 pounds ago I looked like I was a runner. I don't look like a runner. And it was really, really hard. I was so out of shape. I was sucking wind, and this guy gets in my way, and he's like, stop. And I'm like, what? And he's like, you're almost there. The finish line's right there. And I'm like, what the fuck? Where do you know where I'm going to stop? And so I looked at him, and I'm like, oh, my God. Thank God you stopped me because they're coming. Run! I took off, and the next thing I saw, he was like, oh, my God, do I want to keep going? What's coming? Have you guys tried dating in the 21st century? No, seriously, it's really hard, isn't it? I mean, it sucks. Like, so you get really good at screening people. Do you have a car? Do you live in it? So my fiance, he got really good at speed dating. He would screen people like crazy. He started out buying women dinner, and then it went to lunch, and then it went to coffee, and then it went to he showed up late for coffee because he knew that the women would buy their own. Brilliant, right? So he had a couple properties that he was a landlord over, and there was this one woman who was dating a pink Jeep driver and thought she was going to trade up by hitting on the landlord, right? And so he's like, okay, you're cute, I'll play. Do you cook? And she's like, yeah, I cook. I do meatball Mondays, taco Tuesdays, Wednesday. Ravioli Wednesdays? And at that, he's like, yeah, no, you don't cook. Sorry, you don't even get to make it to coffee. So, not that dating men is any easier, right? I mean, it's like some of them you're like, oh God, get off. Oh God, I need to stop shaking it because you like it when I shake it. Please, just slide off and go away, right? You know, I had one, the pizza boy, he shouldn't have done that, I know, but he was so cute. But he's like, why can't you love me? I slept in my truck outside your house last night. And I'm like, yeah, that's why. That would probably have something to do with it. Oh. Thank you. I try. I stayed at a Best Western last night, so, you know, gonna try be a comedian today, you know. Play one on TV. So, no, kids are great. I have a kid. I'm still waiting for the maternity test to come back because I'm really not sure if she's mine. She's cute though, so I'll keep her. At least this week. I tell her that. I actually had her convinced up till she was about 10 that she had older siblings. She actually asked my fiance, she's like, did my mom really have siblings before, you know, children before me? Because I would look at her when she was acting wrong and being bad, and I'd be like, you realize, baby, that you had 3 older siblings that didn't make it. And she's like, oh my God, how old were they? And I'd look at her, about your age. It was 10. I had her convinced for 10 years, and then she asked my fiance, and he's like, no. She was like, all these years. And I'm like, you ruined it. It was so good. Now I have less leverage. So, what else? You know, road signs. You guys ever read road signs and be like, I want to be that guy. I want to be the guy that makes the road signs because those are so stupid. You're driving down the road and you know your tires are being shredded. They're going over a cheese grater, and about 10 miles in, you see a sign that says rough road. And you're like, no shit. Thank you, Captain Obvious. Right? Are you going to buy me some new tires with that road sign that you just put up, you know? I passed, because I came from Arizona, so I passed no less than 5 ADOT signs that said, winter driving conditions. Caution. No shit. You couldn't put something up more creative like, have a great day. Hey, watch out for the snow. Or ice forms on the bridge first. I have this one part where you're coming down the freeway and you start going back up the grade as if you wouldn't figure that out by your speed. There's a sign that says, hill resumes. Really? It's like, I want that job. Because somebody sits in an office making 6 figures or more, you know, I mean, a good round number to say, we need a sign here. And you know what it should say? I don't care. Dip. Yes, I'm a dip. Slow children at play. Watch out. Yeah. You know, the country, we're so screwed. We don't need gun laws. All we need is to wait another 5 to 10 years and then to drop gluten and circus peanuts. We don't need weapons of mass destruction. We just need circus peanuts. Thank you very much. I'm Juliana.